So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, hope you all are doing great tonight. And for most of you, I hope you're staying warm. Yeah. I'll show you what I've been doing for the biggest part of the day right here. Yeah, right there. That's a rick of wood cut, split, and stacked. Oh man. Yeah. It's cold not only for us, but for a lot of people. Now, some of yous down south, I understand. You're enjoying that, 70, 80 degree weather, and good for you. But man, it's getting cold for a lot of us. And so anyway, we got a great show for you guys tonight. And of course, we have a giveaway. So let me go ahead and bring up this hashtag for the giveaway, and that is hashtag HBN113, 113th show. My goodness. Man, when I started this here, I was like, I had no idea what I was doing. Still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, heck, we'll come on here on Saturday night and have a good time, and we'll just enjoy it until as long as everybody shows up. So I'm so happy to see each and every one of you out there on the side chat. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all very, very much. And we got a great panel back there in the green room, and we do have some football going on right now. If you're watching the NFL, we got Washington's 31 and Detroit's 28. So close game. Just the second half just started, and my Chiefs got a win today. So real happy about that. Ames is in good mood too, so that's a big plus for me. And yeah, if they would have lost, I'd probably have a black eye sitting on here right now. But anyway, thank goodness they won. But yeah, we got some great people back here in the side chat. Let's go ahead and bring them out. And first up, we have JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Better not deserve, man. Congratulations on your Chiefs victory today. Thank you for having me, and looking forward to having some fun this evening. And yeah, good stuff, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we got Ozzy out there. He's another Chiefs fan. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the Chiefs. I understand. And I mean, it's kind of like the whole Tom Brady curse or whatever, If you win, the more, haters you get, But I mean, come on, guys. They won a Super Bowl when I was born, the year I was born. And then 50 years, I was a diehard fan. And I mean, yeah, we make it the playoffs every now and then and lose the first game, So anyway, I'm just happy to, be savoring this because you never know how long it's going to last. We see that from teams to teams. And so anyway, thank you very much for being on here tonight, Jamie. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
And up next, we have my favorite leather maker, craftsman, and yours, Mr. Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Doing fine. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here. Been a good day. We had a wrestling tournament. We were up at, about 5:30 in the morning. Seth wrestled well, didn't win a lot, but it was a good day. Had a great dinner and I'm going to try to stick around for as long as I can, but I'm not promising much more than half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh man, yeah, I understand that, buddy. If I was sitting in your chair, I'd probably be asleep too.
It's nice and comfy.
You betcha. Oh man, yeah. If I had that chair out in front of the in front of the wood fireplace, I mean, I'd just sleep all the time. Well, up next, I'd like to bring out the Crazy Scotsman. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, good to see everyone. Good to be here. Appreciate you having me on. And Mark, I'm not surprised, man. As soon as you said 05:30, I'm like, he's gonna be sleeping in about a half hour.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I get it, man. And you got a nice comfy chair, so heck, why not, right?
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, and since the Chiefs are playing, we kind of had some I don't know, I call it like football food or whatever, and so yeah, we had like some sloppy joes and some Rotel cheese dip and some of that good stuff. I mean, it's literally not good for you none whatsoever, but it's always great to grab some and sit down and eat and go back and grab some more, so anyway.
Before you bring up the next one, can everyone just take a look at this glorious moment of you have Jamie on top with the huge white beard, and then you have Mark down below with another awesome huge white beard. That's just a good picture right there. Look at that.
Yeah. And then you got me that can't grow facial hair worth a crap.
Well, some of us got it, some of us don't.
Exactly.
That's your fault, man.
Yeah. Well, I can do this though. I got plenty.
Yeah, I can't do that. So, you got something I don't.
Yep. Yeah, and if your camera's on, you got an awesome beard too. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think Jamie and Mark ought to start a band every now sometime. So
I'm sure they could do it.
Well, thank you very much for being here, Scotsman. Appreciate you, brother. And there we got Ozzy out there. Said he is 9 years old. We lived in Overland Park, Kansas, when the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl. Wow. Awesome. And for our next panel, last but definitely not least, first time here on Hillbilly Up, Guns, Beer, and Therapy. And you guys get a good warm welcome for Country Rimfire. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much for the invite. And sorry I don't got a camera yet, but I'm working on that. And we'll get that worked out, but I'm in for the long haul. So.
Well, that's fine. Scotsman's got a camera. We just ask him to keep it off. So.
Right.
Y'all got to stand. I look like shit. So. Hey, I'm okay with it, man. I've lived with this ugly mug for a long time, so I'm good with it.
Buddy, I just messing with you. Yeah, he got such a great beard, man. We just ask him to keep the camera off if he don't mind. So.
Y'all are just jealous, man. It's okay.
Yep, exactly.
I get it.
Yeah,
Y'all can't do this often.
They say let it grow. It'll grow and fill in. Not always. Oh man. Oh.
I think it was hilarious when she dyed your beard, though. That was awesome.
Well,
she got you good, man. She got you good.
Ames pulled a slick one on me, man. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I got some lotion here for your, for what you call a beard. It's supposed to help make it grow and all that. And she just cut my hair. And so she's like, here, I'm going to put it on and stuff. And then we got to let it set, for 15 minutes or whatever. Then you go jump in the shower. I sat there, and of course, I didn't have a mirror in front of me. I had no idea what was going on. And man, I went in that bathroom and I looked at myself and I like to fell over. I'm like, what did you do? So she's like, well, if you're going to have that, at least try to make it look like something. So,
When I first seen Scotsman, I was like, man, that's like he's got the shades and that. I swear we were talking about this the other night after the show, and I said, dude, I thought that was a fake beard. You know, one of those kinds you hang down with the glasses. Yeah, I started doing that.
Ain't going nowhere, brother.
Wow.
Oh yeah, man, we got a lot of great folks out there too. I mean, see Christmas 740, another person that has a pretty dang nice beard too. But yeah, welcome everybody. Oh my goodness. So Country Rimfire, since it's the first time you've been on here, of course we definitely want to welcome you. And would you like to tell everybody a little bit about your channel and where you're at, what part of the country or whatever?
Sure.
People get familiar with you, and we'll definitely put your link out there for everybody.
I'm up in northern Idaho. I'm about 3 or 4 hours away from Canada, way out in the sticks. And our weather right now is not normal. We're usually under 3 or 4 feet of snow and minus 20 degrees. And today I was out shooting with the sunshine, and it wasn't going well, but I was trying. And I mostly deal with rimfire stuff on my channel and challenge targets. So other than that, I try to do a little bit of everything. That's the plus part of it. I was doing a little bit of Hasbro's. He had that Hammer Time target. You guys remember that? With those little Mario hammers. Yeah. And I got the 5.56 out and was doing a little bit of that. But I got a lot of other stuff I haven't put on the channel yet, but I'm new, so it's going to take a little time. I'm into the 22 right now. It's pretty amazing to me. So, and yeah, I do a lot. I got a lot of 6-shooter revolvers, so those will be coming up soon. As soon as it starts to get really cold, I'll be doing some table stuff and maybe take them out and shoot them a little bit. But I got some pretty nice revolvers to show off, so that'll be coming up.
Oh, we like those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Mark Thomas, I got some of your grips for my RIA M206.
Oh, you got the Mark Brownworks grips.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Yeah. Mark is such an awesome guy. Been on here, quite a few times, and just always, great craftsmanship and such a great person. And, he's always willing to, help donate something to our fundraisers that we have and stuff like that. And just, man, you can't hardly meet a better person than that.
Oh, no. Yeah. And I think I got a set of the first ones that he released. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool.
He just sent me some Ruger Blackhawk revolver grips. Man, I love those.
Yeah.
Got a pair of those with my 41 Magnum and my 45 Colt. Looking awesome.
Yeah, definitely like revolvers and lever guns. Like all firearms. No doubt about that. But they're just, I grew up on, 12 gauge shotguns, lever guns, and revolvers. So just always have that love, for them. All right. Got a new subscriber out there. Sharpshooter said he just subscribed to you. Let's say hi to Sharpshooter and everybody else out there. We'll And there's Boomstick. We'll
Hey,
call
Boom.
out the side chat here in a little bit. But my goodness. Yeah, everybody's talking about the cold weather. Yeah, I had plenty of wood, I think, to make it through, no problem. But it was just, it wasn't that bad today, probably in the upper 40s. And so I was like, well, might as well get out there and stay warm and throw some more wood in the woodshed. So
Cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey.
well, I'm glad you said that. That is exactly right. And I had one of my grandmothers. I mean, she was just one of the best person you could ever meet. Glued to our family. And very good Christian woman. And she said that one day, and I said, "Grandma," I'm like, "I can't believe you said that." And she goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Freezing the balls off of a brass monkey." She goes, "Evidently you don't know what a brass monkey is, do you?" And I'm like a statue? And she laughs. She goes, "No." So I know what a brass monkey is. Does anybody else? Mark, since you said that, do you know and why they use that term?
Well, I do, but let's see who else does.
Yeah, she gave me a history lesson right away. Anybody else on the panel?
I'll say this. Monday is supposed to be so cold that it is not kilt weather, boys and girls. I'm going to tell you right now, you will freeze your Rastafarian nays off. It is not going to be kilt weather.
It'll freeze the balls off a kilted Scotsman.
Damn right.
Well, Mark, I don't think I ain't seen any answers anywhere. So why don't you educate everybody, and you guys won't forget this, and it'll make sense once you know what it is.
It was a tray, brass tray to hold the cannonballs, and they were in I believe it was a 3 triangle, and it was a total of 9. And the brass was intended to keep it from freezing, so that you could keep the cannonballs going, especially on a boat in a marine atmosphere with, moist atmosphere. They would not freeze to it, and they would keep ready and able to be loaded and shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
if it's
pretty
cold
cool.
enough to freeze them balls, to freeze that, you're pretty dang cold.
And it's a great song by the Beastie Boys.
Brad,
Damn right.
Funky Monkey.
Yep.
Damn right.
Yeah, and we had Sharpshooter out there. He knew what it was.
Yeah, it did.
All right, I got a question.
It's got to do with brass monkeys.
No, it don't. But it's got to do with football. How many NFL teams have never won a Super Bowl?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think here. How many?
Ask someone with hair, Jamie. I got nothing, ma'am.
Oh, either.
The answer is an even dozen.
Dozen?
I can rattle those off for you if you want me to. But they're
I think 5 or 6 off the top of my head, but I wasn't for sure how many.
12 sharpshooter. Some of them will surprise you. The Cleveland Browns have never even been to a Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions have never been to a Super Bowl. And those are 2 very old franchises. Houston Texans have never been to a Super Bowl. Neither have the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Arizona Cardinals have been to 1 and lost. The Los Angeles Chargers have been to 1 and lost. Tennessee Titans have been to 1 and lost. Atlanta Falcons have been to 2 and lost them both. So has Carolina Panthers. Cincinnati Bengals have been to 3 and lost all 3. And then we get to the world record holders. The Buffalo Bills have been to 4. And the Minnesota Vikings have been to 4 and lost all 4.
I was thinking the Bills had, I wasn't for sure about that, had been to the most without winning, but yeah.
Well, they're tied with the Vikings at this point. And we're watching, I got the Detroit-Washington game on. So Detroit's still down by 3 starting the fourth quarter, but they've got an excellent chance this year to, they made it to the NFC Championship game last year. And but they got a chance to make it this year if they can. They just got to win.
Heck yeah, man. I knew the poor dog pound was in that list. And as many times as I'd seen Cleveland, like they got good shot this year, and then it's like, oh man.
Well, the Cleveland's won several championships before the Super Bowl era.
Mm-hmm.
7. They won 7. I don't remember if they were in the NFL or the AFL.
They would have been in the NFL. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I think they're in the NFL.
Yeah,
Or,
they were.
Hey, just a quick note. Mark's already struggling. If y'all didn't see, he had his glasses off. He was wiping his eyeballs. He's getting there.
Yep. It's almost 10:45.
Oh man. But yeah, that's that yeah, and I mean the reason, like, one thing I like about Cleveland is they own their own team. And and it's really cool that I just think that's a really cool deal,
So, for those that don't know, which is probably most of you, but there's a fight going on with the city of Cleveland and the Cleveland Browns. So they're trying to move the stadium, and the state is suing them because they are claiming that they are violating a federal law as far as trying to move from one part of the state to the other part of the state.
Oh yeah.
And basically it comes down to they don't want to lose all the money that they make in this part of the state, and they want to, don't want to ship it to this part of the state, so they're trying to sue them, and that's what it basically comes down to.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, it's just always all about the money, when it comes to stuff like that. And I mean, Kansas City right now, they're going through the deal. They want a new stadium, and Missouri's not offering it, but Kansas is, willing to work out a deal. So, the next year or two,
I don't even
City Chiefs.
I don't think it's even. I think it's less than like 30 miles or 40 miles, somewhere in there. It's not even that far away. They're just literally just shifting it. But it's that difference of being in this one part of the state to that part of the state, and they want to go all out to try and keep it right where it's at.
Yeah, it might be moving from one county to another.
Right, that's what it is. So they're trying to stop that because they don't want to lose their revenue.
Yeah. It's always Always about the money. Oh man. Well, I do have a few topics up here. But I think we've been in here long enough to shout out the side chat. And so, Jamie, would you like to shout out the side chat for us? And what would you guys like for everybody to type in so you can shout their name out? Any ideas?
How about NFL?
NFL. All right.
Scotsman first. He got whiskey up there. Notice without an E. Yeah.
Proper whiskey.
That's a big thing.
Type in NFL out there, everybody, and Jamie will shout your name out.
Yeah, we'll call your name out on TV. So we got the Crazy Scotsman in first. He's on the panel and the side chat. Michael Dunn's out there. Sharpshooters out there. Alaska One Andy, Jacob S. Denny's, Plant-Based Journey, Rimfire, Range Relaxation, Dale Pogue, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy, Agorizer, Tim S. Kentucky Rimfire Plus is on the panel and the side chat. Ozzy Osbourne, Ron 2A Matters, Tactical Fud, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies, Garage Guy 879, Fuku YT, and Misty Mrs. Wayne, Jason Mahoy. I hope
I highlighted that because I didn't know if you pronounce it right or not.
I'm sure I didn't.
I want to welcome them to the show. I believe this is the first time I've seen that name. Welcome, appreciate you.
No, man, this is at least the third time I've pronounced his name wrong. So,
is it?
Yeah. So we got Mark Thomas also on the panel and side chat. And did I get that right? Jason Mahoy, apparently.
Man, if you're asking a hillbilly that can't pronunciate most stuff.
I was gonna say he says Washington with Washington.
Washington. Yeah.
That's what we grew up hearing our grandmothers telling us. Go get a bath and make sure you wash behind them ears real good. And we got Dwayne 7834 out there. Dale Pogue, what's going on?
Hey, I'm not knocking any one of you fellas because y'all gotta understand where I come from. We talk a whole different language too, so I get it.
Yeah.
I think you'll find if you go look at the way Scottish people and Irish people talk and their enunciation of some words, it's very similar to what you'll find in the mountains of the Southern Appalachians. And
so just for example, a basic one would be what do you think we would say if someone was pregnant?
We say she's expecting.
Okay. What do you think, Hillbilly?
Pregnant? Yeah, I mean, expecting, bun oven. I'm trying to think.
All right, Mark, what you got, man?
Mark done fell asleep. No, there he is.
Nope. I snuck away to pee. I missed it. What's up?
So we're talking about how people talk, and my example is what we say back home for when someone's pregnant. So what do you think would be something that we might say back home to someone who's pregnant?
Now you're saying in Scotland?
Yeah.
In the family way?
All right, Country, what you got, man? What you think?
Man, I don't know.
All right, so here's what we say, folks, and this is where people will. You all can laugh because trust me, it's funny. But we say they're up the duff.
What? All right,
Exactly what we say.
you
They are up the duff.
Up to date. Yeah. Oh man.
Garage.
What's the duff? Got to explain.
Hey, Garage Guy says he'd say not mine. And,
Well, we say that too.
yeah.
I've always said over the years, it's possible, but I have no way to answer that question because
Yeah, and I seen Mr. Bob put out there with child. Yeah, I've heard that many times too. So. Mm-hmm.
So, what's the duff mean? Is that good or bad?
Well, the duff is. I mean, there's no way to say it nicely.
Okay.
I mean, when you say up the duff, it's up.
Gotcha, brother.
Yeah, that would be enough.
Is that why they call golfers duffers?
Yeah. So I thought I know I figured since we got SHOT Show coming up, I thought I'd throw a few things out here about SHOT Show. See, let's go ahead and do it this one. And I don't think anybody on the panel has been to SHOT Show, but maybe in the side chat, have you ever been to SHOT Show, and is it something you'd like to do sometime? So any of you fellers, would you like to go to SHOT Show sometime, or
I know
it's not really not really on your bucket list?
Chris is out there in the side chat. He's been out there.
Yeah.
And I know that Moondog's been there. I would love to go, but man, it's a little bit of an expensive trip. If I was in my previous career when I worked with the airline, man, I'd definitely fly out there. That would be a bucket list kind of thing. Love to go out there and spend a day or two walking around.
I think it'd be a fun trip, but the main reason I'd want to go is to meet a bunch of fellow YouTubers like Gizzard Gary and Chris from 740, and guys that I haven't met yet.
Yep.
Yeah, for me it would be something along those lines because it's. I honestly don't really care too much about what the industry is coming out with because I get to see that anyway. I stay pretty in tune with what's coming via different emails and this company, that company, and so forth. So I'm not too big on going to fly somewhere to go talk to people about what's coming out when I already know what's coming out. But going out and meeting other people that are out there in our community, that's always a good time. I've obviously met Chris, and Chris is a good dude. And I've met a bunch of other people over the years, and it's a good time when you can do that. So that'd definitely be the best part of it. But yeah, I have no fantastic desire to jump on a plane and go out there just because.
Yeah, I have to agree with Scotsman. Yeah.
Jason Mohoe has a good question out there. Is the SHOT Show open to the public? not exactly. But if you happen to be a YouTube creator, if you happen to have a channel and you can prove that you make videos, they will let you in as a member of the media. So
Yeah.
that's kind of one of those ins. I don't get out there to Vegas to the SHOT Show, but that show that they do here in Harrisburg, the outdoor show, same kind of thing. You can get in there as a media person if you can prove that you do some sort of YouTube or whatever. If you're a creator, you can get in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, it's mainly for the kind of the reason for it is for manufacturers, companies to show off stuff to basically FFLs and company, other companies, so they can go out there, they can see, put their hands on like some of the new stuff coming out, and then they can also make orders, so, if they're an FFL or whatever, they can say, well, I want to order so many of these and that, and stuff like that. And so say hi to William Hall out there. Hey, buddy. Yeah. If you guys did jump in late, you can put it hashtag in HBN 113, and that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. Yeah, I kind of myself would be the same reason, go out there and just to be able to meet people, that other creators, friends and stuff, um, and when the weather's like this, it would be nice to get away from the cold weather for a week, too. But for me, the timing's just kind of bad this time of year, also. So,
It's for me, it's a horrible time of the year because a vacation and stuff is just coming back around, but it all kind of the way it resets, it takes time to get all that stuff kind of put in. So for me, it's hard to work that stuff out.
okay. And Sharkshooter out there says he can get in with his, I assume, military ID. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, and now there is companies that I work with that email back and forth, talk on the phone with, and stuff like that. Now it would be nice to actually meet them, put a face with the name and stuff like that, and so that would be another reason, just because there's some companies out there, that I've had the opportunity to work with, and just been super nice people and stuff. So that would be something neat too. But I think some of the new stuff coming out, it'd be it might be a little exciting, but most usually it hits social media or whatever right away, so I mean, but I guess being a like a YouTube creator or something like that, you can get some videos and talk to the people and kind of put your hands on it and explain, oh, I kind of like this or whatever, and so it's good for um content creators too. And oh, we got an update here. Washington 45, Detroit 28, fourth quarter, 7 minutes and 31 seconds left on the game.
So probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours left to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what he's saying, because you all know it's not going to take 7 minutes 31 seconds for that game to end. That's the number one thing I hate about fucking football, and I do this with football because it's not fucking football.
Yeah,
it's horrible as far as time goes. stop every 2 seconds. Oh God. Oh no, penalty. No, we gotta stop it. Oh no, go back to the car. No, can't have that.
Commercial break. We need to get paid.
It's horrible.
And hey, we got TJ fishing out there. Hey, buddy, how you doing? So also along with the shot show question, so like as far as firearms go, is there any certain thing you'd like to see coming out? Maybe some more, bolt guns, lever actions, revolvers, semi-automatic pistols, ARs, whatever the case might be. What would you like to see come out this year? I know last year I don't know about you guys, but I was really surprised with the lever actions that come out last year. Yeah. So, how about you, Jamie?
Alaska One Andy's got it.
Yeah.
And I meant to bring this up last night, but if y'all know E. Arthur Brown Company, they are already signed up as a Thompson Center dealer, and you can go to their website and do pre-orders. I haven't been on there to check out the price list or anything like that, but I find that very interesting, and I'm kind of wanting an Encore Pro Hunter, and I would like to see one of the things I would like to see come out, and if not at SHOT Show or somebody, eventually, is I'd like to see more platforms, more different types of platforms for the 35 Remington. I would like to see them and 30-30 as well. I'd like to see them in platforms other than the lever action rifles. And I know that sounds weird coming from me because y'all know how much I love my lever guns, but I think 30-30 in particular, and probably 35 Remington as well, I think they would be just tack drivers out of a something like the Encore Pro Hunter or a bolt gun or some other kind of single shot rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. And I want to say hi to Hasbro out there. He's been driving. They just got back home from Georgia and about to crash. And that, also you're not going to miss next Saturday because Hasbro and Walnut and Steel NIMS, they're going to be on here, and they're going to be doing some giveaways for their that Hasbro's BB gun challenge, and you still have time to get in that. If you've not, you can go to Hasbro's channel, and it's pretty easy to do. It's just they have different categories BB guns, but anyway,
can I clarify one thing on this?
Well, let me tell everybody real quick, just a second. So it goes till next Saturday, which is, I believe, the 25th, till noon Eastern time. So if you can get your target shot and into him by noon Eastern next Saturday, then you would get entered in that giveaway. But we're also going to be doing a giveaway for the crowd, for everybody that's here too. So yeah, go ahead, Scotsman.
All right. So there are some folks out there that don't understand what 21 feet is or 7 yards. And it's not 7 fucking paces as some people say. It's not paces, people. So 7 yards, 21 feet is actually 21 fucking feet. So get your ass up 21 feet. And yeah, have fun with it. Shoot it, and it's a good challenge. It's an awesome challenge, and I will get another one done this week. I have figured out, thanks to Hasbro and a couple other people out there that's been shooting, that there's too much oil in the barrel. So I'm gonna clean the barrel and then reshoot it, and hopefully it'll shoot a lot better than it was shooting prior.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I got a new one, and the first several shots is just spitting oil out the end of it, and so yeah, that definitely would mess with the accuracy. And Agorizer says, let's see, watching the new SAPA legislation here in Missouri, supporters are ready to push us in the session with the offending language for the First Amendment, I think, version removed. Okay, cool. No, I've not been. I've not been updated on that. So
Pretty cool, Hasbro.
yeah, down there got grandkid.
I think he's who Scotsman was referring to shooting across his bedroom.
Dude, I call it how it is, man. I'm gonna drop my entire motherfucking house. I don't give a shit. I call it how it is. I'm literally freaking. I'm over the distance. Actually, if you really want to be honest and truthful about it, I'm actually closer to 30 feet.
Well, you gotta remember what Bo says, Scotsman. I mean, he's like, if you're not cheating, you don't want to win hard enough, bad enough.
Dude, I can sit there right in front of the target and shoot it right then and there and just say, hey, I shot from 21. Y'all want that? I can do that. I don't care. I'm trying to be honest. I'm literally shooting from the other side of my goddamn house.
Yeah.
This guy's trying to tell me that his bedroom is that big. Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute, are y'all kidding me, sharpshooter?
That's what he just said.
Down?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull it up here, see if it works.
I've never used it, so I won't miss it.
It says right here. Hang on a second. There goes. It goes all my or subscribers. Let's see if I can get this to focus in here. Come on, focus. Yep, that's what it says right now. Yep. So.
It'll be back fucking Tuesday. Don't even worry about it, people. You're all freaking out about nothing.
Yeah. Dad says he's gonna measure it for you, Scotsman. Yeah, I think the deal is they just like had to sell the company or whatever for an American company, but
well, not
45-31 now.
Yeah,
that's a game.
Still 14 points. Detroit needs 2 touchdowns in the waste kind of way.
Yep.
You see, I played a lot of golf back in the day, and I know exactly how my stride hits 3 feet, and it's pretty much all of it because I'm a little short guy. So to make a yard, I have to take as long steps as I possibly can.
Well, all right. I don't golf. I'm out. It's time for bed. See y'all. Hope you have a great weekend.
Thanks for being here, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy.
What's wrong with you, man?
Well, thanks for having me. I got some sleeping to do. Good night.
Later,
All right,
man.
Mark, continue, brother.
Nah, buddy. Yeah, I agree with you, Sharpshooter. I would like to see some more 10 millimeter stuff for sure. I'd love that. I mean, I'd love to have a lever action 10 millimeter, to be quite honest.
Well, that
So
Ruger one looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
one thing I would bring up that we kind of talked a little bit about last night on the Georgia chat was, these companies keep coming up with new calibers and trying to bring new calibers to the market. And when we already have things that work, what's the point? We have fantastic calibers that do the job. And instead of doing it like they did back in the day, and this is my issue with, because I got no problem with new calibers. My problem with it is they try to bring out a new caliber, but they don't bring the firearm with the new caliber. They don't bring the reloading equipment with the new caliber. They just bring the new caliber, toss it out there, and say, "Hey guys, we got a new caliber, and it's going to do this, 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 and this, and so on and so forth." That's my issue with it. If they actually came out like they did back in the day, when you had the 44 and you had 357 and so on and so forth, and they worked with the company to develop the cartridge with the firearm at the same time, that's a different deal we're talking about. But they don't do that anymore. These days, they try to develop the round and then develop the gun around the round. And it's sad because we end up with so many issues and so many problems. And there's a lot of questions out there, especially with this newer one that we were talking about yesterday. It's a very high pressure round. And is the gun going to hold up to what you're saying this round can do? It's a very questionable thing. And, I, for one, I'm not someone that's willing to put X amount of thousands of dollars into a firearm and say, "Hey, I'm going to risk it by chambering this and pulling the trigger." Ain't going to happen.
Yeah, there needs to be a firearm, a lot of data, everything.
So in the rimfire community, that'd be the 21 Sharp that Winchester created and then made their own gun for it. It's the only one that I know of that is available, and it shoots like complete shit.
Yeah.
Right. It's again, it goes back to the age-old thing, the chicken or the egg. We already got that shit. So why are we trying to mess with it and bring a new egg or a new chicken into the whole mix of it? Let shit sit as it is. We already got the stuff that works. Quit messing with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't afford half of what's out there right now, so yeah. I could see, like, if they're going to, I totally agree with you. They're going to invent a new caliber and say, this is for precision shooting, at this yard, or like this is for, shooting, bighorn ram, at this yard and stuff. It should be a caliper that's tested and proven, firearms that use it, and then a way to reload it. That all that stuff needs to be done, in conjunction, and then, and then you have some data and some proof. But yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, and we've seen it more and more over the last couple of years. They came up with various calibers over the last 2-3 years where it's, hey, here's this new fantastic thing and blah, 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 blah. And then you go look for reloading dies or you go look for a barrel for it and nothing. Work with each other. You're going to try and do this stuff. Work with each other, have a plan, and launch it all at the same time. Don't try and come out with something and then sit there and we got to question, like with this particular one, for example, it's a steel case. And steel case, technically, you don't reload a steel case ever. You can't anneal it. You can't do this, that, the other to it. And so it's not going to last as long. And then you got to question the barrel life. The barrel life's not going to be anywhere near as long because the pressures are way, way higher. And so is it really worth spending all that money to buy something that has a unique caliber and then spend all the money on factory ammunition to burn out your barrel and have nothing?
Mm-hmm. You know, and yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, the 8.6, you know, that was something, you know, really new or whatever. But, you know, it was proven like when, you know, they started releasing that, it's reloadable. You know, there's a lot of data out there on it. And, which I believe, wasn't that basically done for the military?
Yeah.
8.6, something they were looking for.
The 277 Fury was.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they 8.6 was a military round as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's
I don't know about that. But my thing is, if there's something that we need, then by all means let's address the issue. But if we're coming up with something like Bama Dad said, the newness makes money, and that's because people are they want to have the latest and the greatest, and they're willing to spend their hard-earned dollars to get it. But one thing I tell people, and I think I've tried to stress on both my channel and on our live stream, is anything that comes out there that's got a price tag on it, it's developed and it's on the market to separate you from your money. I mean, they're in business, and the reason they're in business is to make money. And what I got a problem with is you inventing this niche, and then you don't find the flaw that or the niche. You invent something and then invent the niche that it fits in. So that's kind of like that one is that particular one. I mean, they're firing that gun at over 80,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. So yeah, and what's killing me is they come up with this new alloy to make this case. They're running that pressure up well over 80,000 psi, and then the niche is so that you can shoot elk at 1,000 yards. Okay, don't do that. You don't need to be shooting at anything, an animal, at 1,000 yards. That's an unethical shot, because we're all like, we want one shot, one kill, and that's what we're after. We want an efficiency. We don't want the animal to suffer. We want it to be as quick and as relatively painless a death as, you know, we don't want any suffering. So
exactly.
And efficiency is key.
You talk to almost any hunter, and most of us will tell you any one of our shots are 300 yards or in. They're not anywhere near a fucking 1,000 yards.
Well, yeah, and it's like that. What? See if I can remember the calipers right. I believe it was a 5.56 with a 17 or something bullet. Is that right?
17 millimeter?
Yeah, and
wow.
I mean, it shot. The only time I've heard or seen it was Demolition Ranch, and it shot over 4,000 foot per second.
Wow.
And but I mean, what's the use for it? I mean,
Yeah, if you hit anything at that speed, it's the
that
bullet is
small,
demolished.
well, plus a little, a small projectile too. And
Diameter wise, you mean?
yeah, I believe it was a 17.
Yeah, wouldn't that just go right through it? Just like put a little pinhole in it.
Well, especially if it was closer, it definitely would.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Then
They ain't talking about that, Fudd.
yeah, that's an extra 1,000 yards. You got to track your game out. I agree.
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
I like shooting mine
That's what I
within
was
about
thinking.
50 foot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Who wants to walk 1,000 yards to go get it?
I don't care how far the deer is away when I shoot at it, as long as it's really close to the road.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Dunn said he's never shot anything past 80 yards as far as an animal. And yeah, Artax says, yeah, it's a 17 HMR. I thought it was. And a 5.56 casing.
That is insane.
Yeah. There's Ron Wayne. Hey, buddy.
That'd be
Ron.
cool for like long distance target, like steel or something, but not on an animal.
Yeah.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You poking holes in paper, that's one thing, but to try to take an animal at that kind of range there's too many variables that can make you miss by not enough to completely miss.
Yeah.
In other words, I had rather have a clean miss on a deer than I had not hit one in an ethical spot, not put it through the boiler room.
Right.
Yeah, and you're talking that, that kind of distance, man. There's so much that can come into play. Crosswinds, just everything. And you're not out of range. You ain't got flags sitting down there, when you're taking that shot either. So, yeah, Ozzy says about 100 yards about his shot. And, yeah. Yeah. Animal's too far away. I must just wave at it.
Yeah. I can't count the number of deer I've taken over the years, but I've never shot one past 200 yards.
Yeah. I've never even shot one at 200. I mean, around here you got to shoot from one hill across the holler to another one, maybe.
Yeah, and see, when you start doing that, you got to go down, which is easy. Going back up the other side, not so much, right?
Well, and that's the thing of it. People don't realize that you gotta account for the terrain. You got to figure out what's going on as you're shooting, especially if you're up in a tree. You're up in a tree; it's a whole different ball game. And one thing that I've always tried to tell people over the years is, once you figure out where you're going to shoot from, get out there with your rangefinder and find you various spots that you can use as a reference point.
Yeah, markers.
And that way, when it's coming this far, okay, it's roughly X amount. If I hold here, I'm probably going to be good.
Yeah.
None of us want to make a bad shot.
Right.
Yeah.
I've killed deer at 185 yards and 192 yards. And that's practically 200.
Yeah.
But it's not. And anything, I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a shot much further than that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's all good that these companies are out there developing these rounds and trying to drive the market in that. But when you're advertising it that you can go out and shoot something at 1,000 yards, no ethical hunter is going to go do that.
Yeah.
No, even even out west and shooting like you were talking about hillbilly bighorn rams and elk and game like that. I think even with really good rifles, really good ammunition that that you've loaded, I think 600 is the max.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think you're right. And real quick, on shout out Ron Lane. He's been a member for 16 months. He says glorious. And yeah, exactly right there, man and dad. And also, yeah, Michael Dunn says he's got trees marked on his where his stand is, I assume. That's nice. And Michael Dunn's been a member for 14 months, and he throws in a glorious too. Thank you all so much for doing that and being VIPs. We appreciate each and every one of you. Oh man, you guys are awesome. And one thing I do know, real quick, is me and some of my buddies, we're at one of my friends' house because his dad had some turkey houses, and they're a good 100 yards deep, and anyway, one of them, he didn't have any turkeys in, so we was out there bow practicing with our compound bows, and and we was hitting pretty good, and they come out there messing around doing something, and he goes, and they're like, "Hey, watch this," and he's like, "You boys think you're pretty good, huh?" They're like, "Yeah, man, look at this. We hit a skull can, from 45 yards," and he goes, "You boys jump up there in that barn loft and open the door and shoot there about 30 yards in front of you and see what you can hit." Of course, every one of us shot plumb over the target. Big difference when you're shooting down and stuff. And if you're a baseball player, maybe not so much in the pros, but a lot of times in younger age, you'll see a nice high fly to the outfielder. They're running around, they got their glove up, and what does it do? It goes about 6 inches over the top of their glove. Because when that arc's coming down, like it lifts on you, and most of the time. And so, as a baseball player, when you line that up, you were looking as the ball is going to hit you about in the waist or the chest at the most, and it's most usually head high, and just something about on that arc down, it just carries, and so same way hunting around here, if you're up on top of the hill and you're shooting down in a holler, you got to practice and allow, get used to that basically.
One of the best ways that I suggest people to do that is if you're not a bow hunter, pick up bow hunting, go shoot a bow, because you'll understand the arc better when you shoot a bow.
Yeah.
And then you can go back to your gun and sit there with your firearm and figure it out. But you will understand it more if you go shoot a bow first from an elevated position. It makes a huge, huge difference.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Dunn said he put some driveway markers out there for his different yardages. That's cool. And good night, Dwayne. We'll see you, buddy. The mythical flight of an arrow. Yep. That's right, Bam and Dad. And we're going to be getting to the giveaway here in just a minute, so make sure you get your hashtags out there. It is hashtag HBN113. So make sure you get that out there. And we got a quick update here from Danny. Interception. Washington wins 45-31.
Wait, hold on. Who was that?
Danny.
No.
Washington.
Washington. There you go.
Washington. Yeah. Washington. Well, you got wash your ears and wash your, wash behind your ears and stuff too. Yeah, you should have heard me when I first started traveling with my job back in the day. We go somewhere, a restaurant or something, I'd order a Coors Light, and the waitress would say, "You want a what?" Coors Light. And they're like, "I don't think we carry that. I don't know what it is." I'm like, "Yeah, it's right there." And they're like, "Oh, Coors." No, well, yeah, I guess if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, their mom and dad's got it right. Washington.
Washington. Yeah. I'm right next to it. I'm 30 seconds away. So. But
But
the way you say Coors, oh, man, I can't even do it the way you do, but I wish I could.
No, and you know the funny thing is, country. I lived in Missouri for almost 4 years, man. I didn't talk anything like this guy does.
Right.
I got stopped and questioned a lot of times, but that was just because my accent behind it. Back then, my accent was still pretty thick. Yeah,
oh,
it was
make
it
sure,
was different. That's for sure.
yeah, make sure your hashtag in there and say hi to Warren Fowler out there. Hashtag HBN113 and pronounce. Oh man,
Yingling. Yingling.
Yingling.
Oh God.
What I want to
Y'all
know
are
is,
killing me. Coors Light, England.
so do
I just want to throw up so bad.
quit.
Yeah, you got that
So
right, Bama Dad. Coors beer with Rocky Mountain spring water.
Oh God.
So do you guys over there on the east side, do I have an accent to you?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah, big time.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
JJ Rainey, hey buddy.
Where's Bubba? He owes a lot to the pot. I've added to the pot quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
And real quick, I thought we're going to do a giveaway here in just a minute, but I think we got time to do this topic here. I just thought, it's winter time and it's cold. How do you heat your home, and do you have a backup plan in case of power loss? And if you do, what would you suggest? What suggestions for people? And I think we have some fun with this, but also, I mean, I think it's something that people need to think about. And with the weather like that, because we dang sure don't want to lose anybody, just because of a power outage or something. And so, Scotsman, Kentucky Rimfire, we'll start down there with you. You're up there in nice cold weather.
Country room.
Or yeah, Country Rimfire.
I don't mind. I love that guy.
Well, that
Kentucky
one night,
Rimfire.
Chad was on here too. I was calling him
Yeah.
Country Rimfire. So
I know,
sorry,
right? We
guys.
get mixed up all the time, but I love that guy. So it's cool. But okay, no, I got this. So out here we got a generator, most of us, and that's to run because we're not on city water. We got to have a well. So you got to run the pump if you want to, poop or anything like that. And it won't run the heaters, so you got to have blankets. Got to have blankets because the heater won't come on. And this is a good idea. You got to have some battery packs because you're going to need your phone. So you want your battery packs charged, and you want extra water for the toilets and whatever else you got to run. But if you got a generator, you can run little things like your coffee pot and your well pump, and charge up your little battery packs for your phone, because you need your phone. You need your phone. That's the major thing, because that'll tell you what's going on, when stuff's going to be back on, what caused it, this and that and the third. But anyway, that's what emergency radio. Yeah, we got an emergency radio. We can wind it up. It's a wind up one. You don't have to charge it or have batteries for it. And flashlights. That's what I would say.
Yeah. And that's another great idea there about having some way to keep your phone charged, even if it's just little power packs that you can charge, and have them sitting there, and then you just plug your your USB cable into it.
Exactly.
just in case, emergency, think about it too. If something really went bad, hopefully you could get, a phone call out and candles. Man, you can go about anywhere and buy a
Good.
pack of teacup candles or whatever for almost nothing. And so, all right, good stuff, buddy. And Scotsman, how about you, buddy?
So the house, the main thing here is fuel oil. If you don't know what fuel oil is, basically it's diesel, and that's what heats the house for the most part. If the power goes out, I do have a generator. It will only power so many things in the house. I do have a electric heater for the bedroom if need be. Unfortunately, it's a very very old house, so there's not a whole lot of insulation in here, and to try to power the whole house, to heat the whole house, if power goes out, is a bit of an issue. So it's more along the lines of just try to heat what you can and stay warm in whatever small space you can. And the bedroom seems to stay pretty warm when things go south. The last few years, we've had a few times where that's happened, and you can stay in that room, and that room will stay pretty warm compared to the rest of the house.
Yeah.
If you're out there in the sticks and you gotta find some kind of source of heat, obviously wood is a great source of heat, and get out there and get you cut some up and have it, and always have a plan. Worst case scenario, if I gotta bail out of here, if I gotta bug out of here, I got places I can go.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, that's another thing. People keep your rig full of fuel too, your gas, and your, full drive or whatever. And Jamie, can you read TJ's deal here? I highlighted.
Yeah, he says it's 103 Fahrenheit in Waikerie, South Africa.
Australia.
Yeah. Wow.
South Australia.
Yeah, he's not worried about any of this stuff.
Yeah, he's worried about the power going out, so is air conditioner.
Right.
Yeah, we met him through our good friend Fence Rest.
Marksman.
Yeah. Yeah.
TJ, you suck, man. Come Monday, it's supposed to be negative 34. Negative 34. You suck, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting some kerosene tomorrow, but I got about 2 or 3 gallons in there. I have a backup heater as one of those big kerosene heaters, and we also have a fireplace. So we don't have a generator, so we'll be without power. But yeah,
I went and got fuel today, and what should have been about a 45-minute round trip was a 3-hour round trip.
Lord have mercy.
Dang.
I got 15 minutes up the road, and the railway tracks were basically shut down. I don't know. I think they were working on them. I couldn't see around all the cars in front of me, but I think they were working on them. I sat there for 20, 25 minutes, and then I said, screw it. And then I turned around and went the other way. And I had to figure out another way around to get where I was going to get my diesel. And by the time I got there, that was a solid hour and a half. And then it was back and forth. Yeah, I mean, I was a good fucking 3 hours today just to get diesel.
Wow. Now, I got something I want to ask here. First of all, JJ, yeah, I did get your email. That knife should be on its way, buddy. the mail's been really complicated. But Ozzy says, I got a big Betty propane heater that'll heat one room. But then Dale down here says that I have one that's made by DeWalt, and the fan runs off of DeWalt batteries. Now, that's something cool. I mean, I have DeWalt tools, and that's one thing I was going to suggest. Even for like my, our buddy Gizzard Gary, where like he lives in an apartment, and if they were to have power outage, he literally wouldn't have no way to heat. And so, I talked to him here a while back, and we was talking about, just go get a buddy heater, take small propane tanks, at least that could, in one room, you could warm up one room and, save, keep you warm enough, there. And so, yeah,
The one, the one thing with that, folks, is just be careful using propane inside the house. You got to have good ventilation around you, especially with propane going off. If you're not careful, it can cause a lot of problems. So just be careful whenever you use propane as far as heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to sleep in there. You warm it up, shut it off, sleep for a couple hours, set your alarm, or wake back up when you get cold and, warm it back up again. But yeah, you guys are exactly right. And for me, like here, not so much more now, but me growing up here, and then up till just a few years ago, anytime we got a big, heavy snow, our snows are wet and heavy, so they'll take down tree limbs. And of course, those power lines, they're not run just next to a straight highway. They're ran across these hills and hollers, so sometimes they can't even hardly get to or find with power lines down. So there's nothing for us to be without electricity for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And one thing we do is fill, at the time, our city water didn't have a generator. They do now. But if the tank was low, and we used water, in the community, the pump wouldn't kick on to fill it back up. So first thing we do is fill like a bathtub up full of water. So we'd have some water to, flush stools or whatever, which we ain't got to really worry about that nowadays. But, we had wood stoves. Like I have a wood stove. I have also a wall hanging propane heater that's thermostat and all that for backup. And then we're electric furnace, so if we lose electricity, that's one thing, we can still keep going. Anyway, the another thing is we have a wood stove, so that's pretty good. And we could actually, we could cook on our wood stove with a cast iron skillet, cook some eggs or whatever. But one thing that I learned a long time ago, of course, if you got a barbecue grill outside, barbecue grill, propane or whatever, you can heat with that. But man, you cannot boil water and cook soup out there with that lid open with a pan on it. So what's always really nice, and you can get them reasonably, is just a fish fryer, the stand with the propane deal. It takes your regular 20-pound cylinders. You can cook pretty much whatever you want to on one of them fish fryers, stands. And so that's another great thing to have. And I had to say hi to R4 Mississippi Thunder. Hey, buddy, how you doing? And okay, threw out a link for that. That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to check that out. I mean, not that I need, but like maybe even for camping or something. That'd be cool. Run off one of those DeWalt, batteries. So, all right. JJ says he's just celebrating his daughter's 21st birthday. Awesome, buddy. Tell her we said happy birthday. Yeah, cooking with an open fire. You're right, Chad. That's fun. And but yeah, I just kind of pay attention. And anyway, I brought this picture up. Another thing I was gonna say, if you do like get firewood or whatever, yeah, I know a lot of people cut themselves, and they might already know this, but I just want to share this so like you don't get ripped off. Um, so this is basically right at a rick, just close to it. From the bottom to that top left is 8 foot, and it's not quite even all the way across. And these are all cut and stacked, so it's 4 foot wide, and a rick would be 4 foot by 8 foot. And so anyway, instead of having a rick spread across there, I choose in my woodshed to stack them up high like that. And that way I can put, seasoned wood, other woods, I can get a whole rick stacked in a section without having to mess with it, until, later on when I need it or whatever. But, you have to remember, if you buy a rick, it's all about the length of your wood. Of course, you're 4 foot high, 8 foot long. That's a rick of wood. But if it's only cut 14 inches or less, that would be a quarter of a cord. So you're kind of getting robbed there, because a true rick would be, 16 inches. So that right there would be a third of a cord. And so it takes 3 of those to make a cord. So I just know that, like, I've heard in the news, and a lot of times people talk about, basically buying, giving like $300 for a cord, and basically all they got's like a couple rick of wood, so be careful about that. And Moondog, I hope you ain't been back there very long. I just now seen you, brother.
No, it's not no problem at all. I sorry for I wasn't able to get in earlier, but appreciate it.
You betcha. Well, he's talking about cold weather, which you ain't got to deal with much.
No, yeah, it's when we could. Everybody's complaining about how cold it is right now, and it's like maybe 47 degrees. So
yeah, you and TJ's fishing. He's got the air conditioner on now there in Australia, whereas we we all got the fireplaces going. Oh man.
How does Moondog have all of his equipment over at SHOT Show? That's what I want to know.
what do you mean all my equipment? That's the reason why I was late. I got distracted packing because we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Ah,
You skipping church tomorrow, you heathen?
Never. I sang in choir today at Saturday Vigil for tomorrow's mass. So yeah, went to church tonight.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to bug out and get ready to go to bed because I got to go teach Sunday school in the morning.
All right, Jamie. Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate you.
later, Jamie.
Thanks for having me.
What you
Good to
got
see you,
coming
Jamie.
up, brother?
No, well, not much. I'm going to be trying to do a video tomorrow. I got some unboxing stuff to catch up on, and got a lot of ideas, just no time. And that's a problem. I'm a married man. I do what honey says.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all do me a huge favor.
Yeah.
Folks out in the side chat, if you don't know Jamie, go check out Jamie. He is one of the best dudes you will know on YouTube, and he has one of the greatest beards you'll ever see on the tubes. He'll deny it all day long, but he has one of the greatest beards you'll ever see in the tubes. Get your ass over there, subscribe, and go check him out. And tell him to make more videos, because the man kind of has a problem of lacking on making videos. So
Yes.
I got to get
Also,
busy.
check out Georgia Shooting Connection on Friday nights, too. Definitely.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. Good night.
Thank you, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie.
All righty. So real quick, let's go ahead and do the giveaway. Kind of ran over a little bit. I just now looked at the clock. I should have done this about 10 minutes ago. I know a lot of people's got to get off here and go to bed. So let's go ahead and bring up the giveaway tool. And tonight, the winner will receive the skinny purple slash pink slash rose gold. I'll show it to you real quick. There's your hashtag to get in. And here, let me bring this up here. So the reason I said that is
that Gucci? Is that Gucci?
It's like they call it actually when it comes in the box. It says actually pink on it, but it's really not a pink. It's more of a purple,
kind of an
or
amethyst.
some people say lavender, maybe, or rose gold. But
It's purple.
yeah,
So
this is
Gucci.
this is
Gucci.
the third color of the skinny knife that we've been giving away. And up to this, it does have a pocket clip on it, and here on the end, it's got a place for a lanyard, or some people call this a glass breaker. Too Loud Moo calls it an icebreaker, so he can bust up ice for his drinks. So it was very versatile, and it does have flip blade on it. A really nice, sharp, little fun blade right here. Great for opening up your mail and boxes and packages, and even just a EDC. So anyway, that's what we are giving away tonight. So hope everybody has. Oh my goodness, why is this not?
Oh yeah,
I
zero
started it
entries
before the show.
Well, it was supposed to be HBN 113, not VIP.
Oh, yeah, having 2 shows a week, that happens sometimes.
All right, folks, everybody's got to put them in again.
Guys, I am so sorry about that. The VIP that's our VIP show on Tuesday nights, and I've even made the mistake over there typing in HBN too. So, I mean, sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, we'll go ahead and give you a few minutes here to get your hashtags in. And so, Moondog, while we're waiting on everybody to get their hashtags in, what you been up to, buddy?
Oh my goodness! So today I shot another Falling Plates match. I was trying to do a redemption video for the one that I shot about 2 months ago with the Discovery Optics EDAR, where I totally choked on the last round because I was tied with first place, and then the last round I just totally beefed it. And this one, well, you'll see the video in a couple of weeks when I get back from SHOT Show. I'll get that edited, and I think I did okay. If I don't want to do any spoilers on that, but there's the logo quiz video I just posted. So if you guys think that if you think that you know your gun brands, I suggest you check out my my logo quiz video on my channel. I show 4 different logos that are gun brand or ammo brand related without the words, and see if you can figure out what they are. I asked folks over at SHOT Show last year, and got some surprising answers. So you'll see in the video. So it's going to be part of a contest that I'm running. So check it out. It's kind of fun to try to see if you can figure out which logos they are. Some of them are pretty easy, or at least you think they're easy, and then it gets a little harder.
Yeah, Michael Dunn said he bombed your quiz.
Don't feel bad, Michael. Well, a lot of folks there at the show, and they were super embarrassed.
Yeah, I bombed it too. I was looking at it. Yeah, I bombed it.
Yeah, I don't know what the postage would be going to Australia for sure. I don't know, TJ. But
I just told him, man, if he wants to enter, go ahead and enter. I'll cover it. Hey, you know what, man? I'm serious. You know, we got a lot of people from other countries, and they come in, they join in with us, and they hang out with us, and it's awesome. And you know, you guys help drive this and make this what it is. So for me, I'm happy. I say, yeah, I'll spend the money and make sure. Hey, if you win, screw it, I'll send it to you. I don't care. You know,
You betcha.
it's y'all are making this what it is.
You
So
betcha.
it's nothing for me to be able to say, yeah, I'll cover something like that. It's no big deal.
Well, yeah, or
That's really nice of you, Scotsman.
yes. Or TJ, I could uh talk to Alan, have him send you something. And then that way if somebody wins on his show, I can send them some. We'll get something worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good trade.
Oh, man. Yeah, I did notice I was going to tell you this, Moondog. For like the last week, your shorts, I watch
Yeah.
them on my phone. I can like them, but I can't comment. I hit the comment button and it will not bring it up.
You know, somebody
Like the
said that
comments are turned off.
the other day, and I wonder why that is. I don't know
I
how
don't know.
that is so strange.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know if there's something you can check or whatever, or
Yeah.
maybe it's just me. I mean, I've commented on other shorts, but I know the last 2 or 3 that you put up, I like it, and then I go to comment, and I see like it might say like 3 comments or something, but when I hit it, I cannot pull it up.
I'll look
And
into that.
what I need to do is go to the computer and see if it'll work on the computer, but I know it's not working on my phone.
Now, is that's in the after the video? You're not talking about the side chat, right? It's after.
Yeah, that's just like your short
Yeah.
video on, if I watch
No,
it on the phone.
I've had the same issue on other people's channels too. It just varies. I don't know what it is.
Most of the time,
I've
if I
had the same
go,
issue.
yeah, if I leave YouTube and come back in, I'll be able to comment. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The comments?
Yeah, Missy says she hasn't been able to comment on runs for a few months now. Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because that's part of their algorithm is comments too. So you think they ought to make it work.
Well, Misty's messing up because Misty's not being on Mini Wayne's account. If you were on Mini Wayne's account, comments would go through. You're just on the wrong account. That's all it is, Misty.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacob says there is a toggle on and off for comments, but I can see some comments on there. Like it'll say like 5 comments. So like somebody's, has commented on it, but I just can't on my phone. So next time Dog, I'll go pull a few up on my computer and see if that makes a difference. But most people watch shorts from their phone. So, I mean, that's not a good case for any of us.
Yeah, there's. I'm looking at the comments options, and mine are definitely turned on. But the only thing I can see that's an option that potentially might be the issue is I've got automatic. No, it's about. Yeah, there we go. It's like comments on except for.
Yeah.
No, I have. There is moderation. I have default is basic. Hold potentially inappropriate comments. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But so the only other option is either I can go stricter or don't hold back any comments. So maybe I'll try don't hold back any comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't even get to comment. It wouldn't even pull it up. So.
Well, and it's funny. So y'all know I'm pretty fair with what I allow on whatever I post. So most of my stuff is pretty much open, and you can post whatever you want to post, so long as you fall within a certain realm, and that realm is pretty small, folks. I'm an asshole, but I'm not a total asshole. So it's a very small realm of don't cross this line. And I get some issues too where people will send me messages saying, "Hey, my thing didn't post," and I go back and I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm looking at it. It's like there's no reason that shouldn't be there. You know, they didn't violate anything of what YouTube is saying. They didn't violate anything of what my restrictions are set at. This, that, the other. So something's going on, and it happens a lot. I get messages from folks quite often when it comes to posting videos. They'll be, hey, you know, I try to post a message and wouldn't go through. Go back and look at, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Well, I want to say howdy out there to Mr. Hillbilly. Good to see you. And anyway, Mr. Bob says, I don't want anyone commenting on my shorts. They're uncomfortable, or they're comfortable, and I'm going to wear them anyhow. Oh, man.
Well, that's where you're messing up, man. Don't wear shorts, wear a freaking kilt. You're doing it all wrong, man. You're doing it all wrong. Wear a kilt.
Yep. Well, we kept these people long enough. Let's give someone a skinny knife tonight. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing a spin here. And country rimfire, not Kentucky rimfire. Would you like to do the countdown? We'll get this thing a spin here.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
All righty. Round and round she goes. Warren Fowler.
Right. Congratulations,
buddy. So Warren, we need to make sure you're still out in the side chat, buddy. So say something out there in the side chat. Yeah, he was just on there not very long ago at all. So congratulations, buddy. There he is. He says, I'm here. All right. Warren, congratulations, and send me an email at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. It's scrolling across the banner on the bottom there, AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. And if your name and address is different than your screen name, please include your screen name so I know who you are. And yeah, send me your name and address you'd like that sent to. And anyway, congratulations, buddy. I'm glad that you won.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna write your name down here, and
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Good deal.
Oh my goodness. So Moondog, you said you're leaving out tomorrow.
Yeah, early tomorrow morning. We got to leave here at 5 a.m. to get over, actually 4:30 a.m. to get over to the airport. So yeah, it's going to be an early start. So
yeah, and you got to take all that equipment down you just set up to do this chat.
Oh, well, I was busy charging up, getting all the cables connected to all the different devices, making sure that I didn't want to go over there and start charging at the hotel. I guess I could have done that, but I just wanted to make sure everything was charged before I packed it. So yeah, pretty much a mess right now on the floor with all these devices.
Yeah.
So is there anything like you want to share, like kind of like what your plans for there? I know I'm pretty sure I heard you say the other evening like you're going to meet up with Gizzard.
Oh yeah, usually we'll meet up over. They have a media room where the folks are coming in as media representatives. We have our own little sort of meetup room that they set up for us. That the only way you can get in is if you're media. So usually I run into Gary and a bunch of other folks there in the mornings.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is there, which Is there any like companies that like that you want to share, like you're planning on visiting, or
Oh yeah.
maybe something that like you got an email or something news coming out or something that you're planning on going and checking out?
Yeah. So Tuesday, Olight's going to have a big premiere on their newest models of their O site, which is their rechargeable, and um, they're going to be. Well, I'm not going to. I've been asked not to mention what exactly they're going to be showing off,
Yeah.
but they've shared some new models that they're going to be releasing at SHOT Show. So that's going to be a Tuesday afternoon, and I'm hoping to get a interview with their product manager and just talk to and get that done on Thursday. On Tuesday, I've got pretty much wall to wall, back to back interviews at various brands, including Right On, Discovery Optics, Palmetto State Armory. I have to. I'm trying to bring up my my list of the brands, but pretty much I've got a full plate every hour, from Monday until Thursday, and I even got one visit with 511 on Friday morning before I head over to the airport. Yeah, they've just released their John Wick jacket. I call it the John Wick jacket. It's a blazer. It's a nice blazer, and I might, something you could wear to church. But inside, they've got all these little specialty pockets to put your EDC, and you've got a custom. You've got a couple of mag pouches that are made for AR Stenag mags. So yeah.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. No
That'll be a
doubt about that.
Yeah, I want to get one of those. So I'll see if I could talk them into letting me review one of those. That'll be nice.
Yeah, awesome. And I want to address this, Bam and Dad. That's funny. I know there was a few creators out there that said the glass broke on recoil. I didn't have no trouble with it. It worked great, but I actually bought one because somebody said, well, and we hear as YouTube creators, we hear this a lot of times. Well, they send you guys like special ones that work really good. So, different than they send the public, which is not true.
No.
No, especially me. I mean, they ain't going to send me nothing special, by any means. But I went ahead and bought one, and it's been so cold outside, I've not got out to the range. But I'm literally going to use that O sight. I want to fuse that thing like the phrase goes, a stepchild. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put that through like I've never put any red dots through before, and because I want to know, because I tested it and everything went great. But I don't want. That's one thing about like me and other people. You want to give your honest opinion, at that time, for what like if it's, you got 50 shots through it or whatever, you want to give your honest opinion because, I would feel terrible if I, did a review on a product and I'm like, man, this thing's working great. And then, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of you go out there and buy that product and it's crap. I mean, I personally would just feel terrible. And real quick, I want to bring this up because it got retracted probably from YouTube. I don't know why, but JJ Rainey says, good night all. God bless you and have a great weekend. Nobody retracted that, JJ, so I don't know why YouTube did, but he, thank you very
they're
much.
godless heathens. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah. So go ahead, Scotsman.
I was just gonna say, it's why I always tell companies whenever companies reach out to me, and I get a lot of companies that do reach out, and I don't do a ton of reviews. And the reason I don't do a ton of reviews is simply this, because I always tell companies when they reach out to me, you're gonna get the honest truth, and it's gonna be something you may or may not like. And as soon as I say I'm going to say if it's a piece of shit, it's a piece of shit. They don't like that answer, and they walk away. And you know what? I would rather they walk away because I don't want to deal with a company that's not willing to accept the fact that if it's something that does not meet the quality that they're trying to tell me it is, why would I want to promote it?
Exactly.
You know, why? So if you're that determined to try and send me something, if you're that determined to say, hey, you know, go buy it on Amazon and then we'll pay you back and then we'll do this, that, and the other. No, I'm not doing that, folks. I don't do that. I've never done that. I never will. Any company has ever said, hey, you know, go do this or go do that, never going to happen.
Well, I totally agree with you.
To me, it is, if you want to send something, please, absolutely, 100%, all about it. Send me something, but be prepared for what's coming.
Well,
because I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to say it how it is, and if it's great, you know what? Hey, I'm going to tell you, it's absolutely fucking fantastic. But if it's absolute dog shit, I'm going to tell you it's absolute dog shit.
Exactly.
Well, because it'll come back on you in your channel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not just about me. You know, this is the thing. So, you know, when I started doing this, I mean, I've been doing this for, I don't know, 10, 11 years, something like that now. When I started doing this, I never expected to have anything close to what I got. And I'm not a big YouTube channel by any means. I'm very, very small. But I never expected to have people being there with me and jumping on every live stream we do, this, that, the other. I never expected that. And to me, it's a huge blessing to have that. And so I want to make sure when I say something, hey, you know, guys, I got this. I want to make sure it's 100% honest. I don't want people going out there and buying a piece of dog shit because someone said to me and said, hey, here's $20. Dude, you ain't buying me for $20.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, but you're not.
100%
agree. And TJ has it right. You can only fool people for a little bit. Integrity is never forgotten. You're exactly right. And if a company reaches out to me, I have a saved paragraph that I send every company, and I just copy and paste it, and you know, and I tell them because one thing, I'm with Event Link, and so you know, they, you know, might want to be like affiliated, but I tell them, I'm sorry, but unless I test your products and your customer service and this and that, you know, I just can't, you know, promote it, you know, I mean, and then, but if it's wanting to send me a product, you know, I just tell them, say, hey, you know, if you want to send the product to me, and I will give my honest review. I said, and then later, you know, and some more stuff, but then I say down there, I said, if your product is total, like it's total junk, and I would not suggest it to anybody, then I will send it back to you and I'll pay shipping, because I'm not going to promote anything, you know, and I don't want to be one of those channels that just, you know, it's like, oh, this is crap, you know, whatever. I want a quality product for a good price. And then I want to give my pros and cons on it. You know, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. And we'll do a follow-up video, you know, after, you know, 1,000 rounds or whatever, and see if it's still, you know, still working and, you know, doing like what it's supposed to. And, you know, I think that's pretty much the, you know, the only thing as creators that we can do, to be honest, you know, with everything.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
All right. So one thing I got sent was this light. And for those of you that watch this video, this is a Votato HT 20. I got sent this thing, and I looked at that for probably a good solid 2 weeks or so. tested it out, this, that, the other. And, one thing, and I mentioned it in the video, right on the bottom here, it says hot. And when it says hot, it's no fucking joke. It gets absolutely
Wow.
roasted. And so I brought it up in the video when I made the video. I'm like, guys, you got to understand something. This thing is ridiculous. And I compared it to my stream light. I compared it to other different lights that I have. And when I reached back out to the company, I sent them the email and said, hey, look, here's the review, this, that. They're like, well, we appreciate that. We'll pass it up to so-and-so and this, that, the other. And then he sent me an email saying, would you be willing to review something else? And I'm like, sure. If you want to send something else, that's fine. But again, just bear in mind, I'm going to say it how it is, just like I did with this one. And I got an email back saying, well, if you don't like it, please don't post it. And I sent them an email back and I said, I'm sorry, but not sorry. But excuse me, how would that be being honest with the people that subscribe to me? That wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do that. If you want to send it, send it. But if you're not willing to accept the fact of what I say, then why send it?
Yeah. And I want to be honest with all the companies I've worked with when I've told them that, about being honest and stuff. Fortunate enough to say that is fine. We want a fair and honest review. So, I mean, most of your companies out there really they do want a fair and honest review if it's good or bad. So I can say that for, a lot of the companies. But yeah, there's some that I bet that, they're just looking for good reviews and quick money. And so anyway, man, what a great time tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And got the VIPs going across the bottom because they do sponsor the giveaway for the skinny knives. And so I thank them very much. And the VIPs, we do, if you're a new VIP, we do a VIP live chat every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you join us there. We always have a giveaway and a lot of fun. So, make sure you check us out. And we'll go ahead and go through the room real quick here. Was what you got coming up. Moondog, we'll go ahead and start with you, buddy.
Well, I've got a bunch of videos, hopefully going to be posting while I'm at SHOT Show, but I won't be having my live stream on Wednesday. I looked into it, and everybody said don't even bother doing it at SHOT Show because the internet connection's so bad, even off your phone, just because there's like thousands of people, using up the cellular networks. So I'm not going to have a live stream on Wednesday, but we'll see what I can do in terms of posting up things from SHOT. But like I said, there's going to be a special release on Tuesday for Ole. What was that? There's going to be a special. They're going to do a special release of their new product on Tuesday, and I do have a review video coming up of that new product that they're going to debut on Tuesday. But one thing I did agree to do is not discuss it or post the video until they do their official release. So that's fair. I'll do fair, but I do an honest review on the products, and I ask some rather standard questions. So I'm going to be actually asking the product guy when I hopefully meet them on Thursday some of the pointed questions I had about the product and wondering why they did certain things. But hopefully I'll get an honest answer from him on the SHOT Show floor. So tune in to Moondog 2A, Moondog Reviews, and Moondog Go, and check out that logo quiz. You might be able to to win a bag of SHOT Show swag that I'll be bringing back at the end of the week.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's great, buddy. That's awesome. I hope you guys have fun out there and just have a good time. And I say enjoy the weather, but it's pretty much no different climate than what you're in.
I hear it's gonna be kind of chilly, but it's not gonna be as cold as you. It's not gonna be as cold as some of the you folks out there, especially anybody tuning in from Minnesota or further north in the Midwest.
And Bama Dad's asking, can you post a link on the side chat to the quiz?
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you. That's a good suggestion.
Alrighty, and yeah, that's a lot. I hope you guys have a lot of fun out there and everything. And see, will you be out there during range day or?
Yeah, that's going to be a Monday. That's the reason I'm leaving tomorrow, just so I could, because it starts first thing on Monday.
Monday morning, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully it's not as windy as it was last year.
Yeah, we'll see.
They had a lot of wind and microphone problems and stuff trying to film from there, but that would be something cool to do is go to range day. I do. That's definitely would be something cool. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Moondog. Appreciate you, buddy. And guys and girls, if you don't know Moondog's channel, go over and check it out. He's got Moondog 2A. He's got Moondog Reviews, and he's got Moondog Travel, right?
Moondog Go.
Moondog Go, yeah. So anyway, and he threw out the link there for that quiz. So awesome. Well, you have a good time, buddy, and stay safe. And so Scotsman, what you got coming up, buddy?
Number one, I appreciate being here. Good seeing everyone at the side chat. Guys, you all make this happen. If it wasn't for you folks out there in the side chat, this wouldn't be here. So thank you to you all. Thank you to the people who jump in and do memberships and gift memberships. I say that wholeheartedly because a lot of you folks out there have been giving me memberships, and I appreciate it very much. It's not something I've ever really kind of got into, but it's cool to see because there are a lot of things that come with that and being a part of that community. And a lot of times there are people that don't always jump in on the actual live streams, but they'll jump in on the member chats only.
Yeah.
So it's good to see different people and interact with different people. So I do appreciate it. And it's a cool thing to be a part of. So thank you very much to the people out there that do that. And again, it also helps with the giveaways on this channel as well. The giveaways are helped and funded by the people that do that. So
yes,
big appreciation to those people. Always good being here. As far as what I got coming up, I got some really cold fucking weather coming up. But on top of that, I got some unboxings. So I got a couple packages. I got one from Michael Dunn. I got one from Hillbilly. And I got one from MacMan.
Awesome.
So we got some boxes to open on camera, get those done, and we'll probably have another one or two shooting videos inside the house with the air rifle before it gets too bad outside. I'm not going outside, folks. I'm just
I don't blame you. Yeah, and guys, thanks a lot for that plug there on the VIPs. You're exactly right, Scotsman. Great bunch of people, and go over and check out the Crazy Scotsman. Subscribe if not already, and then check out his show on Sunday nights live, Night at the Round Table, right?
Sunday night roundtable.
Sunday night roundtable.
And if I can. Folks, I haven't done a whole lot on there over the past year just with my health problems and stuff. But please go over and subscribe to my second channel, which is Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yeah.
Pop Goes the Weasel is one that I made a few years back in honor of Mr. Holster, and that's what all this is behind me, is in honor of Mr. Holster. This is the bar, and I haven't made a lot of videos over there recently, but I will be. I plan on it, and please go over, help me, and get other people over there if you can. You're going to see a lot more content on that side of it. Again, I apologize, folks, with my health problems that I've had over the past year or so. It has just been an issue as far as getting content on there. But
Yeah.
it's something that is important to me, and I want to make it happen. Mr. Holster was a very good friend of mine, and I talk to Mrs. Holster frequently to make sure she's okay and all that. And so, again, that's right here behind me. That's all what it's all about. So
Awesome.
get over there if you can, and I'd appreciate anyone who jumps over there. We'll get more videos out soon, and you'll like what you see. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
You'll like what you see.
No doubt about that.
I won't disappoint.
Never. You bet you. Well, thank you so much, Scotsman, for being here. And Country Rimfire, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, I don't even know if I can match Scotsman.
I'm nothing, dude. You can take me over like this, man.
No, brother. Anyway, so I got a couple targets coming, and you'll have to check that out. I'm going to have some shooting of it and the release, this and that and the third. And I wanted to also say something about the VIP stuff. I'm also here because somebody gifted me a VIP thing, and I got involved in this chat, the Guns, Beer, and Therapy from Moondog and a whole bunch of other people. And really enjoyed it, and I got a membership. I gifted some back. I played it forward. And so, yes, this is a super cool
That's
place
awesome.
to hang out. This is a super cool place.
Well,
So-
thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm very thankful you had me on tonight, even though I don't got a camera yet. But I'll get one, and maybe someday I can come back with a camera.
You betcha.
I sent you an email. Go check your email and send me a message.
Okay, brother, I will. And other than that, I like being here. I love joining this. I don't know. I've joined a lot of live chats, and I'm not going to down anybody else's. And, I like Moondogs, and I like
Oh,
a
thanks.
couple other ones. But, I'm always here. This is super cool. This is where I started. So it's like my little home, I guess you could say. And I think the people that come here are amazing. They're simply amazing. And I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And watch my channel. I got some stuff coming out. My wife's going to be involved in it. So
Awesome.
Even better.
You want to see that.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. And go over and check out Country Rimfire and subscribe if you're not already. Great channel. And like I said, we sure appreciate you being here, buddy, and everything. And Scotsman, they asked for the link out there for Pop Goes the Weasel. If
I'm working on it.
on it, okay.
Stand by.
And I want to say I'll say goodbye first. Can I, Don? Good to see you tonight, buddy. Over there on the Rumble side. And say hello to Bench Rest Marksman. Hey, Alan. How you doing, buddy?
You're
Good to
late.
see you.
You're late, Alan. You're a little late.
Yeah.
Well, he's early because it's tomorrow there.
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you betcha. And
I think
there you go.
that's the link. I was able to find it on
Yeah.
your channel.
Moondog's got it out there, and you're welcome, buddy. We got the card and swag. Oh, you betcha, buddy. Glad you got it.
All right, I threw out the link there. If you guys can, please go over and subscribe to that, and you'll see a lot more content over there. Again, I've been lacking the past year just with health issues, and I can't say enough thanks to Hillbilly and everyone else out there who jumped in and did what you guys did. I never asked for it, never wanted it, and Hillbilly was on it like white on rice. I mean, it was nothing like nothing. He jumped on it, and I'm so appreciative. If it wasn't for you guys, I swear I'd be in a lot of debt, and thankfully to you guys, I'm not. So I really do appreciate it. It was never something I ever wanted to happen.
That's up, brother.
We've seen so many people over the years have so many issues, and when I first got into this, I never expected to be the person jumping up and stepping up and saying, "Hey, we're going to help this person, that person, or whatever." And it just happened that way. And then, come X amount of years later, and I start having some problems, and Hillbilly jumps in. And Hillbilly goes, "Hey, we're going to help you out." And I never expected it, never wanted it, and you can ask Hillbilly. I told him straight up, like, "Dude, you're an asshole. I don't want this."
Well, you're welcome, buddy. You've done so much for this community, and when I said I was going to do it, there's 2 or 3 people's like, he's not going to like this, right? That's why nobody started one yet. And I'm like, I don't care. I was like, he helps so many other people, and he can get mad at me or whatever, but we're gonna try to send some love his way and help him out. So anyway, I'm so glad that it was able to help you out with your bills and all that stuff. And a big shout out to so many people that donated, and not only that, but people that donated gifts for the giveaways. And I mean, man, we gave away a Garmin, brand new Garmin on there, not counting all the other stuff. That was just one that popped in my head. And
to say everyone is amazing is an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it many, many times over the years that y'all blow me away. We've done some amazing things, and I've been doing this since I don't know. I started in about 2015, so about 10 years or so, and we started doing the live streams about 9 years ago, somewhere around there. Y'all blow me away with everything that you guys have done. It's just incredible to see. Absolutely incredible. And it's a testament. It's an absolute testament to what the 2A community is.
Oh, definitely.
And when you have people out there that say that the 2A community is all about this, that, the other, and saying we're bad and all the rest of it, I expressly say, please tell people to go watch these videos. Tell people to go watch these live streams, and tell me How can you say that any one of us is bad when every single one out of you in this live stream and all the streams that we've done over the years are bad when you're willing to give to help someone else
Exactly.
for nothing, literally for nothing.
You betcha, buddy. Well, good. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the 2A community and this community, especially, with, it's way bigger than like our kind of social community here too. And we always welcome any new people in and, and look to join others, and just always a great group of people. And you just can't say enough about them. But I know a lot of these folks are ready to go to bed. And I want to thank each and every one that's here in the side chat on the panel. It's been a wonderful evening. I hope you all stay warm if you're in the cold area. And if you're in the hot area, TJ, stay cool, buddy. And anyway, I appreciate. Oh, and yeah, Alan, yeah, you too, buddy. Stay cool. And but we appreciate you guys so much. And again, shout out to the VIPs. You guys are awesome. And we're gonna go ahead and end this stream here tonight. And want to let you guys know. Remember, God, family, and country, and make somebody's day better, will you? If the good Lord's will and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again. Everybody say good night.